So Oliver was basically the catalyst of this whole channel.
Yep.
He's what brought it up in popularity and notoriety or whatever, or visibility, I should say, not notoriety, but visibility. We went to a sale in Cuba, a horse sale, and I wasn't really needing anything. So the premise of that video we were making, we were like, okay, there's 400 horses here. I'm going to pick out the diamond in the rough.
Oh yeah.
And
you did say
try
that.
I'll go through and find the best quality horse
We were having fun
in here that looks like it would be a value. You know, like I'm not going to pick the flashiest one, the top selling horse of the sale, not the one that brings 20,000 a night. I'm going to look for the diamond in the rough. That's the best horse that's going to fly under the radar. And I landed on Oliver. And my wife looked at me like I had two heads.
Don't
She's
make
like,
me look
"Are you serious? That horse?"
I did.
And I'm
was like, "No way,
seriously,
JR."
That is a high quality horse. I can see it in there. And
I did not
just
think so.
instantly fell in love with him. And he was a bag of bones. He was sick.
He had his head drooped.
His head was drooped. His lips were drooped. And I could just tell he was a great horse. And we bid him up pretty high, almost three grand or something for this little sick
As much as we could, yeah.
yearling colt. And they no-sailed him. They wanted a lot more. And I just, well, I can't give that. And the channel just went crazy. People are like, "You can't leave that horse. You have to buy that horse." I was like, people, I did everything I could do. I bid a lot. They're like worried about him going to slaughter. I'm like, he ain't going to go to slaughter when I bid 7 times more than a slaughterhouse would pay for him, and they turned the money down. So, but they knew with the way these people were trying to extort him for money, you know, they're threatening slaughter and stuff like that to try to get ransom, basically. And then we did a little research into his backstory and found out that these people had bought him in Indiana, shipped him to a
And
big
this was
horse
weeks
sale.
after we had saw him for the first time.
Shipped him to a big horse sale in Kansas, shipped him to Texas, shipped him back to Missouri, bumping sale to sale to sale, no sailing him, trying to get a higher price, trying to make a profit. So all of that shipping on a yearling horse, their immune system's not very strong, and it's very unhealthy to do to them. And through that, he caught EPM himself, the equine protozoal myeloencephalitis disease that Bob had. And right during all of that, the channel was going crazy. And finally, I just made a video because of all the thousands of negative comments that I didn't buy the horse. I said, hey, if you guys want to buy him, here is a link to our PayPal. This is how much money I need. If I don't raise the money, I'll donate everything you donate to a horse rehab charity, like for autistic children or something. And I posted a link for that. And if we do get the money, I'll cut off the PayPal link and I'll go buy the horse. Sure. The next morning we woke up. We had the money. And,
wait, hold on. You're almost sounding like you were like not for going and getting Oliver. JR wanted Oliver so bad.
Oh, I dreamed about him, yeah.
He was like dreaming about him.
But
and when
I
we
didn't
left
think there was
there,
any way.
He kept talking about him over the 2 weeks before I even posted the video and stuff. So it was like...
It was meant to be.
Yes, he wanted Oliver so bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't mean it like that. I just meant that I didn't think there's no feasible way of getting this done. And you're dealing with crooks that are extorting horses.
Yeah,
so
we didn't think it was possible.
Yeah.
I mean, we didn't think it was even possible when we started like trying to reach out and figure out where he went. We were pretty surprised we found him.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Yep. So, and when me and my oldest daughter went down to pick him up, he was in such bad shape that he was stumbling. There was another dead Clydesdale in the pen with him that had just passed away that morning. Like, it was just a bad situation.
Yeah.
So
he could barely get to his stall when he got home.
And only about 30% of the horses make a full recovery from EPM. And with the community that we got praying for him throughout the whole world, he hit that 30%, and he is a magnificent Clydesdale stallion now.
Yeah.
His registered name is...
Oh, we didn't know. Well, did we know he was registered?
Yeah, I knew he was registered.
Okay, we did. JB Lucky Strike.
That's a G.
I mean, sorry, GB.
Hold on. His registered name is GB Lucky Strike. And we call him Oliver because, you know, he was orphaned at the sale there, and I was thinking Oliver Twist about how skinny he was. You know, please, sir, I want some more food, you know.
You were thinking of Oliver before you even got him
I
home.
named him Oliver the first night,
Yeah.
when the Diamond in the Rough
Yeah.
video, you know.
And we didn't know his registration name, but like even if we didn't call him Oliver, we couldn't have called him Lucky because we already had it.
Yeah.
One. But I think the Lucky Strike just signifies his
He was a
story.
lucky
It just
strike,
goes
yeah.
with his story.
And he ended up being an
Yeah.
exceptionally well-bred Clydesdale. Like, if you raise Clydesdales, you probably should consider coming to breed to Oliver. His brother is winning national
Oh,
titles
yeah. What's
all
his
over
name?
the place. His brother's name is escaping me right now. But anyway, his sire is his sire is Willoway Houston, and he has Willoway on two different Willoway lines on his pedigree, and an Armageddon's line. I've heard of that horse.
And the Willoway line in the Clydesdales is actually, it's a breeder, and it's one of the top breeders that you hear of.
Yeah, and like
In
I
Canada.
said, his brother's name is inserted here.
Okay, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
And he's awesome too. Not as cool as Oliver, but he's
They're almost identical.
He's doing.
They look just alike, only his brother has, you know, $100,000
Well-
stable and professional training, and
And you could be doing that with
Oh,
Oliver.
Oliver
Could be going with
he
his
could
brother.
do everything his brother's doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, they look just alike. Oliver has some great conformation. He has some of the best feet in draft horses you can get. Like draft horses, they're one of their main issues they have is their hoof conformation and their hooves splaying out or failing. My farrier does draft horse shoeing competitions, and he says that Oliver has the best structural feet of any draft he shoes.
So I also was reading up on his brother, and they actually talk about his feet too.
Yeah.
How good they are.
Yeah, what was his brother's name again?
Oh, Theo, Tower View Theo. I remembered it.
Gun,
Ha!
she got it. Yeah, Tower View Theo.
Okay, they're gonna have a surge of people looking at their horse.
Yeah.
Okay, do you want to talk about Beauty or Natty next?
Well,
Let's talk about Beauty because she is a very special horse because she is having Oliver's first baby.
yep.
Yep.
She is a very beautiful black Clydesdale mare. She still has the white accents, but she's kind of a black roan. She's broke to ride and drive, and a friend of mine in northern Missouri was
Yeah,
at
kind
the
of weird.
National Clydesdale sale with me, and we were checking out horses together, and he ended up buying her and bought another black Clydesdale mare to be a team with her. And he had some family issues come up and called and asked if I would give her a home, and I bought her from him.
And it's kind of cool because we were there at the auction, like you said,
Yep.
sitting there and watched him buy her. We watched her go through, and we never thought she'd be ours.
Yep. So she's bred to Oliver, and we'll get the foal this spring.
Yeah, roughly around the 1st of March. A horse's their gestation is so wide. It could be like the end of February into March. So
and
we'll see.
Clydesdales are an endangered breed.
Yep.
There's only 4,000 worldwide, and you got to think half of those are geldings.
Yeah.
Half of the remainder is too old to breed or in a home that won't breed. The breed is declining. So if you have good structural horses like Oliver, you need to breed them. You need to find them good homes. You need to give them good training. So people that are saying we're backyard breeders or go adopt a horse, they're worth saving. The breed is worth saving. So
They're
you're
awesome,
looking
yeah.
at saving one horse by going and adopting it. I'm looking at saving the breed by perpetuating the breed and advocating for the breed and advocating through the breed on the channel through the babies and through raising and through training. So if it's not your thing, don't do it, but quit hating on me for doing it.
Hey, really quick, since we're on Beauty, so we put out the video of Natty and Beauty, or mostly of Natty, and we were comparing Natty and Beauty and talking
Yeah.
about how Natty's conformation is better than Beauty, but a lot of people took it as like
That Beauty was junk, so
yeah,
why
and we
breed her?
should why would we breed her
Yeah.
and calling us backyard breeders
Yeah.
through that. So, but Beauty, her she
Well, it's like, here's a good analogy.
yeah.
Patty, Ladd's Peppermint Patty, is a great quality fox trotter. She has so many unique characteristics that made her win and made her a great horse. Her conformation, her body conformation, is the worst fox trotter we have.
Yeah.
But she throws some of the best babies. So Patty, or so Beauty, is very similar to that. Oh, we got company. Howdy, Don. What's going on? What's that?
Yep. You're welcome.
So Beauty is the same way. Her physical conformation might have a few
Flaws. Yeah.
that aren't as good, but Oliver's are the opposite. Oliver's are perfect. Beauty has other things that are better than Oliver. She has a stride and a gait that is just amazing. She's almost gaited as a Clydesdale. Like, she can move out. She's a joy to ride. You ride Oliver by himself on a trail ride, and sometimes you get off and walk faster than what he's wanting to walk. He's a powerhouse. He's made for pulling a log or pulling a plow. She can carry a carriage and go and get you down the road. So she's also got a great temperament, and she's beautiful.
She also has some really good bloodlines too. So her sire is Willow Way Nightlight. So we don't know a ton about the Clydesdales as we do about the Fox Trotters, but we're like learning a little bit as we go. But her her great grandsire
Nightlight is pretty well known.
I've heard, we've heard that. And then her great grandsire is Live Oak Omega, which I could be wrong, but from what I know, he's one of the top-notch stallions.
She has a good pedigree, and she has
good
good traits that we're breeding for.
Yeah.
And the traits that I don't like about her, like her hoof structure and her hips. Oliver has great hips and great hoof structure, so the baby should be better than her.
Which, when you're breeding, that's exactly what you do. You look for the opposite, of what the other animal has. Oh, and her registered name is Size Black Beauty. And obviously we call her Beauty, but I was looking at her name. I guess we probably need to name the baby after Oliver, maybe after nobody, but if it's a little boy, I thought Cy would be cute for a little boy name. What? Cy? Yeah. But anyways, we need name ideas for their baby though, so put them in the comments if you want. So, and then our other Clydesdale that we have 3, is Natty. So we got Natty, was it over a year ago? April, it would have been a year. And we had gone to the National Clydesdale sale. We were looking for a Clydesdale, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. And we were walking.
We bid on her.
Yeah, we bid on her there. Mm-hmm. You can go back and watch the whole story.
Second place bidder on her.
Yep. And we lost it though.
Yep, yeah. You got to go back and watch the story.
Same story as Oliver,
it's
really.
Really cool.
Yeah. Not really.
It was more like a meant to be type story.
Yeah, I guess
like
so.
Oliver's was meant to be, but we didn't
That's
have
what
to.
I meant, yeah.
We didn't have to fund her or anything.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
So
really, technically, we don't call Oliver our horse. We call him YouTube's horse. And like, say something ever happened, and I had to sell Oliver, I would not feel like the money was ours. I would have to take the money that was donated and then donate that money to a charity, because I don't consider him. He's legally ours. He's not ethically ours. He's all of your guys' horse. Natty, we paid for out of our checking account. Yeah. She's ours.
We were there at the sale walking around looking for Clydesdales, and there were a lot that we were interested in, but Becca was the one who found Natty, and she said, "This is the one."
Spent the whole sale in her stall making sure people didn't look at her.
She said she spent the whole sale in her stall making sure people didn't look at her. She'd send them away. So, but we didn't get her that night. But you tell the rest of the story, because you were the one who played the prank on me.
Well, I think they should have to go watch the video.
Okay.
But
you have to go watch the video to see it. But we got surprised a couple, was it the next day or that weekend?
Yeah.
We got home and we got a surprise phone call. I didn't know about it. JR surprised us.
Yeah,
So it's a funny story. You need to go back and watch it. Natty is the sweetest horse, I think, ever. Yep. Don't you, JR?
Yep, and she's just now getting ready to get started in her training as well. I'll do her training this winter in harness.
She just turned 2 in July, and we plan on her staying here.
Yep, she has a lot better conformation, physical conformation, so we'll have to wait and see about her other attributes, but I'm sure
someday
we'll end up
breed
breeding her to Oliver.
She'll have a baby someday. Yep. Her registered name, hold on, I'll let this car go by.
Yeah, we're on a dead-end road. My parents are the only ones past, but I think they're having band. My dad plays bluegrass, and I think he's having a band practice tonight.
So Natty's registered name is Easy Rocker National Freedom. So a lot of people think Natty is short for Natalie, but it's not. It's short for national. So that's her registered name. I know she has good breeding too. I don't know the Clydesdales a ton, but she has like her grandsire is Jonesway Lachlan. Is that how you would say that?
Yeah.
Which is, from what I've been told, is a pretty well-known breeding sire. And then his sire is Big Rich of Irish Thunder, which when we're at the sales, the Clydesdale sales that we've been to, you hear that name quite often. But she's a sweetheart. She's the champ. Besides Oliver, I feel like she's one of the channel's favorite horses. I think everybody just loves her.
Yeah.
So, okay, that leaves us with the ponies, I think. So
Well, we didn't talk about Breezy.
Oh yeah, okay.
So Breezy
We
is
have
here.
another Clydesdale here.
Yeah, Breezy is here, and I plan on manifesting her to be our horse someday as well.
Please.
So Joan and Charlie own Breezy.
We love Breezy.
Breezy is an exceptionally high quality Clydesdale. Like
She's
I
beautiful.
would put her, she's a higher quality in my opinion. Like I judge horse shows, and if I was judging her against Beauty, I would say Breezy's the beans. And maybe even probably I would pick her over Natty too as far as quality Clydesdale. It's hard to pick. She's pretty good.
I mean, there's something about Natty that I just love.
We gotta wait till Natty's mature to pick.
Yeah, it's
so
not
it's
really
not
fair.
apples to apples right now.
Yeah, it's not fair. Breezy is just all over.
But she's a
yeah,
she's
awesome.
a roan fox trotter.
Bay
She's got
roan?
like a bay roan, yeah, a lot of roaning in her. And I bred her to Oliver for Joan and Charlie. And
Upon their request,
Yep.
because we get questions
and
about
I'm gonna
that.
spend the rest of this fall training her to pull a wagon for them. I already got her riding a little bit for them.
Yeah.
And
We
I'll take her back to them in probably December, so they'll get to raise this foal.
I love her.
And here's my plan, okay? They have a really good Clydesdale stallion as well, Breezy's father. Well, they can't breed Breezy to her father, so she doesn't really need to be there. I have Beauty, who is already 100% trained to wagon and ride, so they could use her, and she's not related to Breezy's father. So I think we should switch mares, and we could have one that we could breed to Oliver, and they can have Beauty that they can breed to Topper.
And the purpose of that is because they want Topper's lines
Yeah.
to go on, and we want Oliver's to do that. So we will see. Breezy is awesome though. We just released a video of her down at the river. We took her to the river like 3 days in a row over the summer. The first time was literally her first time going down there. By the second day, she was so calm and gentle. We had like kids getting on her back and riding her and playing with her, and she loved it. Like you could tell, like normally you can tell if they don't like it, they don't like it. She enjoyed it. She's doing awesome.
Yep.
She's doing really good. Okay, so all we have left is the ponies. We have Eugene, Winnie, Daisy, Rapunzel. Oh my gosh, that's a lot of ponies. Winnie, and then we have our donkey Thomas. Who do you want to talk about first?
You want to go our least favorite to favorite or favorite to least favorite?
Let's go from the one we got first. So we got Daisy about 3 years ago, and we were not planning on getting ponies really, but our friend Michelle, who's also on YouTube now, AE Rescue Ranch, she had Daisy, and
Her kids wouldn't leave it alone.
Yeah, her kids wouldn't leave it alone. She was busy. She had a bunch of little tiny kids,
And Daisy's senior pony that needed left alone.
Yeah,
Yeah,
pretty much.
Did not need little boys climbing on her 24/7.
So she asked if we would take
Please
her.
get this thing away from my wild children.
And I was like, JR was the one who was like, oh yeah, let's go get her. Because our oldest daughter, Mary, was teasing, saying she wanted a pony. So we went and got her just for fun, and surprised the kids. They all thought she was cute as could be.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
What did you ask for yesterday?
What's its name?
No, somebody gave her to us.
What's its name?
Daisy. party?
Yeah.
Now this is mainly mine.
Oh yeah.
Are you ready?
Okay.
Is it a frog?
No.
Oh my gosh! Why do we have a pony?
Because I wanted one, remember? Yesterday I said I wanted one.
So you went and bought one?
No,
Hey, it's that pony!
Michelle gave her to us.
Just
Today out of the
have?
blue. I know.
her
why?
name's Daisy. Yeah, it's mine.
We're gonna keep her
We
just by herself
let
forever.
her stand around, and
Yep.
we take good care of her. She has to be in a dry lot,
Yeah.
as most of those ponies do, and I
Yeah.
try to take care of her hooves,
And
and we just provide for her
she's-
care. But she's
She's older. She foundered before we had her, so she has like flare-ups all the time. I think she probably has some like,
laminitis.
yeah, and like what does Lightning
Cushing's.
have? I think she has Cushing's. So she had a really hard time over the winter. She's actually having a flare-up right now, and it's not like she has the same routine and stuff. It doesn't seem to be like something goes on and she has a flare-up. It's just random. So she's just here until she's done.
She goes home.
Yep. So after we got Daisy, then we got Winnie,
Yeah. So we had some
which was
friends
another all of a
that
sudden.
knew we were horse YouTube people.
Yeah.
They were not horse people. So if somebody in their church said, "Oh, you've got little kids, they need a pony. We have an extra pony we'll give you." So going from not even knowing how to barely take care of a house cat, they got in the horse world. And were not prepared for it, did not have facilities for it. And I'll sell them out and tell you the mistake they made. They thought, well, somebody gave them a hay bale for the pony. Well, the hay bale was 4 years old, and it was a round bale that had sat outside the whole time. So over the years of freezing and thawing and rain soaked, it had lost so much nutritional value that it takes more energy to digest that hay than the hay provided in energy. So it was a energy deficit. It was an energy deficit to eat that hay. So not only were the ponies starving to death, they were exceedingly starving to death by trying to eat that hay. And there was 2 ponies there, and by the time I got there, they're thinking their ponies are just sick or have something wrong with them because they have a big hay bale, yet they can't get up and they're laying on the ground. And when I got there, they were covered in bed sores.
I mean, yeah,
And-
it was lack.
And I was a little bit
care of,
aggravated,
but-
and I finally just told the people, I said, listen, if the law enforcement sees these ponies, you're going to have problems, because this is past the point of, oh, I think my pony's sick. This is
Yeah,
neglect. This is
neglect,
criminal neglect. I said, so just surrender the ponies to me. The YouTube channel was at its high point right then, so we had extra disposable income. And I said, I will cover their care. And I took them straight from their house to the vet, and
they handed them right over.
yeah,
to
they
us,
said,
too.
well,
They
sure.
did the
No,
right
if,
thing.
if they're that bad, take them. I didn't
Yeah.
know. We didn't know. You know,
They
they
did the
didn't.
right-
They're just clueless people, and they did. They said, just take them, please. Try to save them. Do whatever you want. They were both so little that I could just pick them up and carry them like they were foals, and they were full adult ponies. So I carried them into the
then,
trailer, and the stallion made it
He made it 24 hours with us.
more than that, wasn't it? 3
Nope.
days? 2?
No, it was the following
Yeah,
evening.
and he
didn't
passed
make-
away from refeeding syndrome. Basically, like
Maybe he did. Yeah.
he was too weak to digest food.
We did
and
fluids, intravenous fluids, and
Yeah.
we did everything we could for him. He was too far gone. We didn't tell the channel about him because
we knew he was going to die.
Yeah,
The vet-
and
the
it was
vet
like
gave him
hard
like
for
a-
us to watch. We didn't feel like anybody else needed to.
Yeah, the vet gave him a 2 or 3% chance, and he
Yeah,
didn't make it.
he
But
didn't.
the vet only gave Winnie a 5% chance,
Yeah, and
and
she made it.
has made it, and she's
'Cause
thrived.
she's got an attitude.
Yeah, she does.
Yeah, and you can go back and watch her story. Like all the horses that we talk about, pretty much, you can go back and watch their horses, at least the younger ones. Not like Patty, she's older. But Winnie, I go back and watch her videos. I'm like, oh my gosh, she looks awful. But also, she was like so sad, had such a fuzzy coat, and she was black, and it kind of covered up how she actually was, how
Yeah.
thin she was. Looking at the video, you can't tell. She looks so much worse in person, is all I
it's
can
like,
say.
It's like the steepness of a hill on camera.
Yeah,
you can't
it doesn't.
tell.
So then we got Rapunzel and Eugene. We had gone to an auction,
Yep.
and we were just walking around. And I had said I wanted to find another pony, because I have our little pony barn. I just thought, and I had 3 stalls, well, 4 technically, and I thought, well, we'll get another pony, to put up there. And I figured we'd get one from an auction, find one that needed a home. And so we were looking for one, but then JR saw Eugene. And
He's gorgeous pony.
so we ended up coming home with Eugene. And then that same auction, after we bid on him, we ended up finding Rapunzel. And she was in a kind of a little bit of a rough situation there, in a pen with a
loose pen of ponies.
Yeah, and
she was little bitty.
They all looked pretty rough, and yeah, she was having a hard time.
Very pretty color and stuff. So
we brought her home too.
And of the 3 pony mares, she's my favorite.
She's
so sweet.
She is so sweet. She does have some weird things, like she freaks out, like when you try to work on her feet and stuff like that. Becca's worked with her quite a bit and gotten her over a little bit, but she has quirks, but overall she's just incredibly sweet.
You can catch her anywhere, stuff like that. So she's nice.
Oh yeah, I love her. She's one of my favorites.
Are fairly certain she's bred right now.
Yeah.
But she's looked the same stage of pregnancy for like 4 months. And she's perfectly healthy. All her vitals are right.
Yeah.
So there's nothing you can do but
wait.
We're
just kind of waiting. She was in with Eugene, the stallion, for a span of a few months. So we pasture bred her. So we're just kind of waiting to see when she has.
And you can't preg check a pony that small because you have to palpate them, and she's so tiny that
she's very
tiny. It would be a risk of ruptures and stuff, and it's just not worth the risk. We've had her to the vet. He said just watch her and let nature take its course.
Yeah, he did. And to show how tiny they are, I'll do a video soon. We'll measure and weigh them. That way everybody can kind of get an idea. So we're waiting on, hopefully, her baby here soon. And Winnie had her foal 2.5 months ago. She had her, and it's from Eugene. And we named her Birdie. You can go back and watch her video. We put out a lot of videos on her, and she's the cutest little thing. Right. And at first she wasn't very friendly, but I have worked with her, and she's getting much better. Yeah. She's very smart and learns really, really fast.
Right. So if we were going to get accused of being backyard breeders, the closest
we say the ponies.
The closest thing that we would have to admit to is the ponies.
The ponies, they're in the backyard.
They're in the backyard. And also
They aren't registered.
They're not something super special. They're just for our fun and our enjoyment.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, if
we're not breeding them en masse and selling them as babies to the open market.
No.
We are breeding them because we wanted a pair of matched younger ones that could actually be trained. Like Rapunzel's old. Yeah. Daisy's too old to work. Yeah. Winnie is a little hateful. And
she's
had a
smart
rough
though.
Start
She's
in life,
smart.
So I don't want to mess with her. But now these 2 babies, I'm hoping to raise and keep them for my own team. I've already bought them a team harness. So we'll make really good horses out of them to where if we ever did want to sell them someday, they won't be cheap at sale barn prices because we'll have thousands of hours of training in on them, and they'll have a good home. And when we don't want or need to mess with any ponies, we won't breed them. No. This is a full-time horse farm, and it has to support itself. So if the ponies never produce something to sell or train, then they're just drawing the farm down. Emeri hates when I talk like that, but it is the reality. They are still livestock, even though they're parts of
here's the thing, is JR built me this really tiny, cute barn in my backyard, and if it weren't for the ponies, the barn would be going to waste. So they are doing their job. They are staying in my really cute pony barn.
Yeah, she should.
Yeah. So that is their job, JR. Yep. Then our
last
favorite.
Our favorite. You're not supposed to have favorites when you have kids, right? This one's our favorite. And that would be Thomas.
Yeah, we love Thomas.
Yeah. Isaac always has had an affinity for donkeys. We'd go to these horse sales to make horse videos.
Yeah.
And we'd lose Isaac, he'd be in the donkey pen with the donkeys. We wouldn't be looking at ponies. He wouldn't be looking at the horses or the Fox Trotters or the Clydesdales. He'd be with the donkeys every time. And we finally we got to get this boy a donkey. He's loved donkeys his whole life.
Before he grows up,
And we had a friend of ours, same people we got Darlin from, they're fans of the channel, so they knew my knowledge with birthing, and they knew our care of horses, so they trusted us to take a pregnant donkey of theirs home with us, and she foaled Thomas right here on the farm. That way we could imprint him, and it paid off. I mean, he's as gentle as one of these dogs.
He's so sweet.
He listens like a dog. He plays like a dog, and we
Yeah.
call him our yard donkey because we turn him loose in the yard. We should have done that before this video.
Oh yeah, we should have. And you can go back and watch his birth, and we have videos. And he used to sit on Isaac's lap when he was little. He still tries to, but he's too big.
Yep.
But yep. He's a good donkey. So if you want to learn more about each horse, read their story, see all their information, photos, all of that, you can go to homesteadhorsemanship.com, and we have a whole area designated for that. Each horse is on there. We're still working on it because our website is new, as a lot of you know. We just recently got it up. So we're still adding horses as we speak. I believe we have about 7 to 8 horses up right now. And I'm working hard. It just takes a lot of time writing each horse's bio and making sure all the information is correct. But you can go check all that information out and check our website out. And if you're interested in building a website of your own, we have used a company called WebArc Technologies, and they have done a wonderful, wonderful job. They have created our website so beautifully. They're doing all the behind the scenes work, and I am just so thankful because I tried to build a website on my own, and I couldn't find the time or the know-how to do it. So if you're in need even of just, you know, a website audit, website care, a website build, I definitely would check them out. Whether you're just needing something, you know, for your business, or if you run social media like us, if you just want to blog, anything you can think of. Even if you already have a website built and you're just needing some advice, you want it cleaned up, you want a new look, they are your people. So I will put a link to their website, WebArc Technologies, in the description of this video. It'll take you right there. I'll also add a 10% discount code, I believe, that you can use. And if you head over there and you contact them, make sure that you let them know that Emeri and JR sent you from Homestead Horsemanship, and tell them we said hello. Okie dokie, I guess that is all.
Yep,
I think
that's
we
all
got
of 'em.
everybody. That's about 28 equine friends here at Homestead Horsemanship. So
Yep.
we talked for a long time.
Yeah, I'm gonna go
This
ride
is going to be a
Champ.
long video. Okay, see you all later.